We are seeing, some people keep saying, why do we see so many recalls now? One part of that FSMA rule now is that people have to declare allergens. So some of those recalls are, did you declare all your allergens on there? If you didn't, you need to recall it back and relabel your product. And then in the local food area, although people know where it came from, they are putting more in place of making sure that you label your food. So the jams and jellies that you get from the farmer's market, they want you to put your name or your business name and contact information just in case something goes awry with your product, or if you need to recall your product. How are you diligent? What due diligence are you putting in place to make sure that you can recall your products back? With those smaller industries, in certain states, that's not completely put into place, or that's not the rules and the laws, but that's one thing that I saw change in Iowa, is that they had particular food for cottage industry and whole food processors, and having a better way of, you need to be tracing your lots or the batches that you put out and things like that, so that if something goes awry, that you have the proper documentations in place that can help you. One of my colleagues said, with this food safety modernization, that growers and processors said, oh, y'all are trying to get us in trouble. And the colleague said, no, we're not trying to get you in trouble. We actually, with this rule, they're showing you how to put certain protocols and standards and data and records in place so that if something happens, you can show on your end what did you do to make sure that you're following safe practices, so that we can look more deep into that to see what the issue actually is. When we think about the McDonald's outbreak that happened in the fall, first they said, oh, it's the quarter pounder. And people said, oh, it's that patty. And the meat science people probably looked at us like, no, it's not. We have things in place, and McDonald's has their quality in place. And onions, which actually ended up being the source of contamination, according to both, onions can't make you sick. Onions can't carry pathogens. We starting to see that it can, so we probably need to look into onions too. So we saw it with a meal delivery company. We seeing it with this restaurant now. And so that's something we probably will be having conversations about this summer,